This is the video abstract for the water paper, Snow Surface Roughness across Spatio-Temporal Scales. When we consider snow surface roughness, it actually varies over space and over time. And here's a conceptualization of a snow surface and how the wind moves across it. Here's an example of a rough snow surface. The roughness is very relevant for the snowpack and for modeling the snowpack. That is the rationale in part for this work. We have 6 research questions. Is snow depth consistent over time? Does the snow surface roughness vary over space, vary over time, vary as a function of land cover, vary across scales? And are the roughness metrics correlated? We look at a set of study sites, which I'll get into the next slide, and we also look at 2 different scales, the millimeter scale up to a meter extent, and the meter scale up to hundreds of meters of extent. The data set comes from the NASA Cold Lens Process experiment in 2002 and 2003 in the state of Colorado in the western US. We had 4 study sites: the Fraser Alpine, Fraser Pfohl Creek, Rabbit Walton Creek, and Rabbit Spring Creek. The Fraser Alpine is one of the main focus areas in this paper. This is the Fraser Alpine, which is actually a mix of forested and alpine with some Krummholz or tree line in between. Here we can see the distribution of snow depth across this 1 by 1 kilometer area. Here we see the wind speed, and the wind is a lot faster in the alpine and a lot slower in the forest, and then mixed in the Krummholz. And this, we can see the differentiation of land cover types. So we looked at the different land covers within these 2 different domains. So we had 2 different scales. The board scale was the millimeters up to a meter resolution. It's using a snow roughness board, and then it was airborne lidar looking at snow surface data. And we saw there was a correlation between the fractal dimension that we use to assess roughness and the random roughness. These are both standardized to remove the dimension. When we look at more details, the previous one is now in the upper left. That's for all the data, and when we differentiate it into forest, alpine, and Krummholz, we can see that there's some correlations across these different scales. And then when we look a little bit further, the gray areas show the consistency, and then the outliers are in circles.